Welcome to the Maple series. This is a custom tournament we've created with a viewer from the channel. He wanted to put on some cool StarCraft content. He had a couple days off for vacation. Lucky for him, DreamHack fell on these days, and unlucky for him, DreamHack fell on these days. It made setting this up a bit of a headache, but we'll talk more on that in a moment. Before anything else, I gotta tell you guys, there's a Matcherino page and we have coupon codes available. The coupon code is Kill Males. This is the name of the user who hosted this tournament and put the initial seed money in. I'll talk about the pricing after, though. Let's get into this first game. Top right side of the map is the red Zerg Silky from Sidestorm Gaming. And at the bottom left, the blue Protoss is the Taiwanese blue Nice. Look, I used blue twice there. That was a mistake on my part. Only subscriber to Base Trade TV on YouTube who also uses Twitch reporting in. Glad to have you, dude. Anyways, so here's the way the prize pool is going to work. Our contributor himself is putting about 200 to 250 bucks. I think it's 200. We've got some codes from Matcherino, and then I'm going to fill up the difference of whatever you guys don't fill in. So to be clear, it would be awesome to raise $400 total in funding for this tournament so I don't have to pay a single thing. But because we want to put on good StarCraft content for y'all either way, I will cover the difference of whatever we don't cover through coupon codes / viewer donations. So please check out the Matcherino page. One more time, that's !Matcherino in the chat, and the coupon code is Kill Males to add $1. Anyways, I had just referenced this moments ago, so again, this is your spoiler alert. If you did not see the series of Neeb versus Silky, cover your ears for just 10 seconds, because I need to talk about what happened there, as it will be relevant to this. Silky did a speed run on Neeb. Silky 2-0'd Neeb for a grand total of 10 minutes between two games. But I think, as cool as that is, and as accomplishing as it was, the reality is that was the Neeb, and I think that was something prepared for specifically Neeb. It's a weakness he's shown before for sure. So, you'll notice this game, it's not quite so 12 pooly. And with a second and soon to be a third hatchery, Silky, at least for now, appears to be playing this out. Nice though, man, we got to give this guy some proper credit. As we watch these builds develop, you need to know Nice has been in the finals of the ESL Cups most recently. He's been impressing me through DreamHack play, and of course, he's just been like a really undiscovered gem. We're so disconnected from the China server, well, China / Taiwan server, I don't know actually what it's called, but we haven't actually seen much of him or some of the other players we really enjoy. So we do get to get Will mad at me because I just realized I'm not local recording. Fuck. So dear Will, when you inevitably get this VOD from me later, I'm sorry, you'll have to get the first 2 minutes from Twitch. At any rate, yeah, Nice has been looking very good, and he's been showing some really strong builds. No cheesy builds, just straight up really good play as Protoss, which I gotta say I respect. So it is an interesting clash between the two of them, but we are approaching that time where we all need to keep an eye on the drone count in the production tab. Silky has saturated 2 bases. That's fantastic, but does he choose to saturate a third or start pumping out a lot of units? Luckily, he's actually scouted everything that's been going on so far in this game. There's really nothing to hide, just this one Twilight Council, but I mean, if this is going to be +1 resonating glaives, it's not actually that terrifying nowadays. Nice also hallucinates an Oracle. This is kind of clever. This works especially because Silky hasn't confirmed what like tier 2 tech is going to be. So the Oracle hits the main base, and it's not a panic to deal with it, but it's certainly a bit of a surprise. Nice, on the other hand, takes the 3rd base while this goes on. Boy, that's coming in a little loud. Hang on, let me tab out real quick and see if I can turn the sounds down a bit, on my end at least. Sorry guys. Get that down to a 65. Okay. Oh, Dark Shrine. Okay, so DTs have been pretty prevalent in terms of using actual DTs, but ultimately this is for Archons, which is a very good unit against every single thing a Zerg player can throw at you. Here's about halfway done. A bit of a scuffle going down at the front, but this is such a minor amount of Zerglings. It's not really that much of a commitment. So a few Zerglings die for a chance to get into the natural. Still, Silky actually hasn't seen what tech this is going to be yet, by the way. This is a little scary for him. There's still the possibility it's double Stargates and a lot of Phoenix have been hidden in the back. There's the likelihood that it's the build we're witnessing right now. But frankly, it's just difficult because, you know, Silky hasn't seen it yet. Looks like over here, the scouting continues for nice. Sees the third, sees a lot of queens. Right there. Excuse me. Right there is why we're seeing a lot of people do double hallucination scouts. Also, man, sorry guys, I'm really distracted by this breathing thing. One moment. It's like every third word I say, something out of breath. Oh yeah, so you couldn't hear I muted, but I just had a huge whopper of a cough. Hopefully that got whatever's in my lungs out, because we got a night ahead of us. Yeah, water, I know, don't worry. Spire's gonna be the fallout for Silky, but this attack's pretty scary actually. I don't think this will be game ending damage, but ooh, that sentry almost goes down. 1 HP on the shield battery keeps him alive. That sentry is going to be incredibly useful. Basically, every force field he casts is going to soak up or at least attract the idea of a corrosive bile. So sentries don't output damage. They can help prevent quite a bit. Go to the doctors, man. No, it's... The best way I can describe this is it feels like I've just swallowed water down the wrong pipe. You know that feeling? And it's like you want to cough it out, but there's nothing to cough out. That's what it's feeling like right now. Anyways, look. If it becomes really problematic, obviously we'll stop the broadcast and we'll let these guys play this out and I'll cover it in replays on another day, but I think we're okay for the time being. It's just... caught me off guard, frankly. You don't come into a broadcast expecting to suddenly like be unable to speak. But anyways, I'm clearly forming sentences now, so I'm feeling better. Silky is taking the time while I've been dying and making excuses for dying to clear up the rocks in the middle of the map. I can't actually remember the last time I've seen someone do this, but when you are coming against somebody who's playing with force fields, you don't want to give them any opportunities. Okay, I'm gonna go cough my lungs out one last time. Let's see if this is the big one. Okay. Pray for me, homies. At any rate, it's been a bit of a slow game to get to this point. You see, clearly not a lot's been lost over the course of this game. And what has been lost has been fairly expendable, but this means there's more gas for Silky to work with than he really should have. Normally you're committing quite a bit to harassing or defending, but because Nice was playing it chill and low key with his disruptor play, he hasn't done much to pressure Silky. So Silky's just building casually like 30 banelings right now. Butalisks are coming out. And the disruptor should be pretty good, I think. It's not going to take a lot. You don't need that one miracle hit when you've got 4 or 5 disruptors. You can get okay trades. I guess a little bit of a zealot run by here cleared up a couple of drones. Here comes DTs through the south. Yeah, it's just been a very passive game. So there's not really been a lot that's been killed, unfortunately. So this might change things up here. This is like a 6th. This isn't even like a 4th or 5th he's denying. This is like a 6th base. Oh, DT heads up over to this one. No detection over here, but overseers are on the way. Banelings are loaded, but this is without +2 weapons, so it's not going to be crazy big kill damage, but some good potential. The shield battery's here too, though, so maybe not. Winter was covering this. What are you talking about? What? I'm the only person doing this tournament. This is my tournament. What are you talking about? Just so everyone's aware, this is not from replays or anything. These matches are happening live, like right now. Banelings get pushed out. Zerglings alone aren't that scary. Yeah, shield batteries will keep these alive, which is really nice. He's always got the battery overcharge in a pinch if he needs to, but obviously does not need to. That was just a waste out of Silky's part, unfortunately. But at the same time, I think he was happy giving those units away. Granted, I kind of always feel like you could make Zerglings into Banelings rather than give away Zerglings, but it opened up supply so he could get these Corruptors going. Corruptors obviously going to turn into Broodlords. Broodlords are going to be pretty key here. Oh, Disruptor shot, not quite going to work out. Pulling back. More shots getting missed out. 12 probes have died while this goes on. I'm going to presume there was a Baneling run by down here to the south. Sorry, we missed out on that one, guys. Yeah, that's about 4 or 5 disruptors. I mean, we haven't seen any big crazy disruptor shots go off, but that's because there haven't needed to be any. The Archons have been doing plenty. The Archons have so much splash damage. Disruptor shot goes all the way to the back. The Queen, chip it away here. Not enough to defend this one. It's getting a little scary for Silky. Remember, he's got that Greater Spire. He's hoping to get Broodlords at some point. There they are. Because right now, there's not a lot of good anti-air. Like, Stalkers could blink under them, sure, but the Archons and the Stalkers alone would not necessarily deal with this. Yeah. I mean, he could easily pick off 1 or 2, but then he has to back away. Disruptors will keep the main army on the ground to the back. That's fine. Pulls back again. It's really awkward because he needs something to do with the Broodlords. And what he has right now is a fantastic army, but not one that deals with Broodlords. Also, the Baneling round by here looks... I can't even believe he's got the money to frivolously throw these away the way he does, but Silky is bringing it in the late game. I'm glad to see he's got this in his pocket too, because after yesterday I was kind of like, oh, you know, Silky is... But then I remember he played these really long games versus Nina not too long ago for a different tournament we had hosted. Yeah, well, this may have been a slow build up to the late game. We're here, guys. There's a lot of Archons. Disruptor shots, looking for the big hits. Don't quite grab big hits. Broodlords landing Broodlings. Stalkers falling. Hatchery goes down. Meanwhile, run by Zerglings to the south. Nice is likely going to lose his 4th base while this goes on. But he might be okay trading that out if he can get enough damage done in the process. I mean, these Broodlords are slow. Giving chase is not their specialty. Oh. Falls apart. Boom, boom. The Disruptor almost catches all the drones running away. Just shy of hitting that. But there's almost no production for Knights while this goes on, and that's what concerns me. There's no transition over to Tempest. There's no attempt to get Void Rays. He's just kiting away from the Broodlords, and that's honestly not a terrible idea, but the problem is he's still getting cleaned up at home. So if this wasn't happening, and he was dodging the main army like this... Oh no. Splits his army too from the recall. Things are just going downhill from Nice at this point. 26 workers remain. That is not going to be enough. Not if he wants to play this out. I love the attack. I love the blitz, but any kind of recovery from this favors Silky heavily. I mean, look at the income graph right now. Jesus. Resources lost is funnily very close, but that's not really the case for this game. I mean, upgrades for Nice are very strong too. He's got some hallucinating Colossus. Okay. He's stuck behind his own gateway. Oh, that feels bad. He's gonna have to kill the gateway to get these Archons out. Unless, does he have a Warp Prism? Oh, this way is what he's getting the Warp Prism over here. Yeah, Archons are really big units. Really frustrating having to deal with that, I'm sure. Well, the army goes back for round 2, and unfortunately, there's probably going to be a run by that kills him at home again. Is that shield battery in range of the Zealot? It is. I thought it wasn't for a second. I'm like, wait, I didn't see the animation, but I guess it just goes through the buildings. Well, it's awkward because posturing here is everything, and as you can see here, Silky's trying to be in position ahead of time. Broodlords are so slow, so keeping up with this is not easy. Bottom left, Zealots They're holding the wall, actually. They're holding the wall really well. The Zerglings are trying to start to move command in. I don't think they're even attacking the Zealots. No, Silky's literally just move commanding them. What a waste. I don't know how to call this battle. It's really awkward. The Broodlords have the power if all the anti-air falls apart. Every round of the Broodlings too. I mean, the Broodlings themselves are a problem, but the Broodlords just, they hit for so much. 22 a shot. It's not quite in like one-shot Archon territory, but he's getting there. Throw a couple Banelings in the mix, and I guess I gotta give nice credit where it's due. He got back up to 40 probes at some point. He's got an okay-ish economy, but it's still vastly inferior to Silky's. But it's not like Silky's playing with his food. I don't think Silky's being cocky at all. In fact, the opposite. He's being very safe and conservative. So he's really hesitant to force an engagement unless he's confident it's one that will go well. Looks like Banelings take out a good chunk of the remaining probes, and it's not many to begin with. All of these Archons are on their last legs of health too. Stalkers blink in, go over the Broodlords, targeting them down systematically, trying to surgically remove them. But the Queen's coming in clutch with the transfuses. There's like 4 or 5 transfuses going to this Broodlord. It's a cat. He's got 9 lives. GG. Silky takes game number 1. But ladies and gentlemen, spawning here in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. He is nice. And at the top right, the red Zerg leading 1-0 in this best of 3. It's Silky. Now tonight has 5 best of 3s. This means that there's going to be a loser's match and a winner's match, etc. But I really got to say, this first series is already, I think, better than expected. We originally had Future playing versus Silky. Future had to opt out last minute, which of course left us with a lot of uncertainty. And you guys may have noticed we only posted information about this like yesterday, today. I don't remember when. It was last minute though, because we had such a troubling time replacing our last player. But Nice stepped up to bat for us. So I just got to say really quick, no matter how he performs in the tournament, I am going to invite Nice some more things as a thank you for participating in this one. But the prize structure, yeah, it's going to be $400 is what we're aiming for. If it's more, then it'll be more for the players too. But $200 for first place, 100 for second, 50 for third and fourth. Very similar to the ESL Cup system that you guys know. Base Trade TV, when is the next holdout challenge? So Captain Solo, we are, per popular request of the stream, working on something with Rotterdam. I'm looking to do it on the 9th. Because the 9th is my birthday. Don't fucking tell anybody. Or if he's unavailable, the next day I want to shoot for is the 11th, because that will be Dino Zerg's birthday. And he'll finally be old enough to make a Twitch account. Something his parents have not allowed him to do because he's literally not supposed to at such a young age. So hopefully early July is my answer. But I don't have a date for you yet because I'm still sorting the details with Roddy. Yeah, Dinosaur's birthday. Let's go! It's funny. Can you imagine? I don't even know what this would be like. This would be like if your parent, I guess, was like a teacher at your school, but slowly falling, as many of you know, is Dinosaur's mom. And she's also a moderator of pretty much every major StarCraft channel. So can you imagine being poor Dinozerg? You finally churn old enough to make your Twitch account. You log in. You're about to start typing a bunch of smack and you remember, my mom's here. It's like the eternal chaperone to the party. How did I do in the Streamers tournament? We got invited to the big tournament, but we haven't actually had the tournament play yet. Ooh, top left side of the map is a cheeky pylon. I don't actually know of Nice plans to use this for anything other than some covert warp-ins later. But this game's already been more aggressive than the first by a large margin. The Adepts get over to the other side of the field. They ship away at the Zerglings. They slaughter a drone or two. And is actually going to transfer out with both? That was actually really slick. I fear too many times we watch players, even good players like Trap, like great players like Trap and others, will just kind of sacrifice these first 2 Adepts, and I'm not a fan of that, but these have killed so much that it's super worth it. Like, to be clear, this hasn't just killed 6 drones, this has also killed 6 Zerglings. The Overlord died on the other side of the map. He doesn't quite count, but still, like, this has done a lot more damage than I think anyone anticipated. And for nice, obviously, that, like his name, is pretty nice. Slowly falling, gonna mod his Twitch too. Poor kid, dude. His mom, this is probably the first thing his mom's gonna make him do. Yeah, if you don't mod me in your channel, you're grounded. No, for those who don't know, I know we like to joke around about her quite a bit. Slowly Falling is one of the nicest people, and she donates a lot of her time to help and keep Twitch chats clean. So as much as I like to tease her, ultimately, come here, I don't want to say this too loud, but ultimately we kind of hell respect her. Okay, guys. Sorry, something's still in my throat from earlier. That cough came back suddenly and abruptly. These adepts fail at killing the creep tumor, even with their extra damage they get versus it now, but they don't fail at transferring around, and they're looking for some more drone kills. Silky has already pulled the drones off the mineral line, just aware that this is going to be such a headache for him, and it's just small commitment out of nice. What makes this so great for him, too, is he's playing macro behind this. He's not cheesing it. He's actually got a third base on the way. And because Silky is so busy chasing around these adepts, Nice knows there's nothing coming across the map to threaten said base. So there are 7 more drone kills. Grand total of 13 drone kills. I don't think Silky's dead from this, but this has been some excessive early game damage that frankly, even Oracles, we don't see those kind of numbers out of Oracles or nothing anymore. Mascherino says I joined the tournament. Yep. That's how that works, Get Ya. We're gonna sub you in next, dude. Cham's out of here. It's gonna be Get Ya from chat versus Special. I don't think so, Tim. Zapping that circling takes away the watchtower. 3 oracles is quite heavy, but 3 oracles is also close to standard. Typically, I think, and I don't know if this is for true or not, but I feel like most pro Protoss players make this 3rd oracle because they expect to lose the first one a lot of the time. But regardless, it's going to be a lot of stasis traps. We've already seen him try and use some stasis traps on the mineral lines. This is going to be a lot of damage too. 3 oracles can kill a queen straight up. But I think the plan is to lift with a phoenix. And this pylon finally comes into effect, I guess. Top left, a couple of adepts will likely walk the north path over here. As the oracles head on over, this fake phoenix to kind of like distract the queens, but real units hit the main. Lifting up the queen, a bit of a misfire in the first set of guns out of these oracles. One of them eating a lot of spore crawler damage, very low in HP. But of course, while this goes on, there's those adepts waiting to get into the fight too. 2 oracles can kill this queen. They got lots of energy. They got a lot of juice. Sniping off that queen's gonna hurt. 6 more kills. It's like every time Nice comes across the field, he's getting 6 workers. It's his minimum wage job. Stream Meters is ready. I'm just gonna play that one muted in the background, guys, so we can keep these maps rocking and rolling. Although I do want to give a quick shout out to the archer squad you guys have set up over here in the leftmost side. High five, guys. Sorry, you missed the adepts dying, but they got caught by the Zerglings, so nothing was really lost. Nothing of value was lost. Now, as oracles continue to dip around, revelations get tagged out too. This still is the progressing economy, but also now tech of Nice, because he's on a pretty basic unit composition. Like 2 immortals is nothing to write home about. Oracles too. It's getting the archons into the mix. It's getting this army mounted up and ready to go. Is there no warp prism? Oh, there it is, right there in front of us. I'm like, wait a minute, where's the warp prism? But here we are, good to go. Warping in. Reinforcements should be able to help juggle some of the immortals in a pinch. It's weird. Usually the Zerg player is a massive army supply lead, but that's because it's like Langs and Banlings and Roaches. But this is Banlings and Hydras. Something that is going to wreck Zealots. Oh no. No!
It's a fucking deep. The deep are empty.
I'm not sure if you saw what happened last time this happened, Gibby. Will Mr. YouTube editor replace the song with a blank screen that just says pineapple belongs on pizza? I did not approve that message, and that went out publicly today because you ruined a previous pod. Thanks a lot, Gibby. I swear to God, if I have to fire my YouTube guy because of this, it's your fault. You gotta be the new YouTube guy if that happens. Gibby, I'm assuming it was a 50. I don't even fucking have my thing open. You know I don't have my thing open. I'll get to it after this game. Thank you, Gibby, for the big donation. Guys, as this continues on, of course, I like money. I love money. But I would like to make sure these players get paid a lot of cash for their trouble. So please consider, as much as I'm going to relish saying this, or regret saying this, I mean, please head on over to the match arena if you guys got some cash, because we got to get that prize pool up to $400. The big thing is the $1 coupon code. Use it for free. Hit it up. Exclamation mark match arena in the chat. You've ruined like 5. I've got like a laundry list of games I need to recast, and 2 of the replays don't even work anymore, so we're probably just gonna scrap them. I don't care though. $50, fuck it. Thank you, Gibby. That's more than a YouTube video would make. We do have this attack of zealots hitting the top side. That tree is probably gonna fall. He could defend it though. The stasis. Oh, I'd be pissed. He's still gonna be able to save the hatchery, but ooh. When are we getting Dinosaur cast? What are you talking about, One Pocket Pimp? Can you just dub over the song part? I'm sure we could, but let's be honest. It's going to be really hard to explain away the people cheering. The crowd cheering. Like, when I made this alert, just to be clear, in mind, I was like, this will happen like once a month, maybe. But between Gibby and Black, I regret making this alert, to be honest. But I'm always going to love the money, so, you know. What's the guy gonna do? I'm torn. Now, this game has had a lot of action in it, but funny enough, it's had that same kind of slowdown getting to the late game, and the same kind of like I guess slow ramp up. Now, a lot more's happened this game in game 1, obviously, and the compositions are very different this time around. But still, Nice is pushing up. He's got a lot of Templar, and more importantly, a lot of these Templar, they have a lot of energy. So you know storms are going to be plentiful for these fights. Uh-oh. Still cutting backwards. Shots getting fired. Mortals low. No recall. No sentries. No saving this. Where's the Warp Prism? So far off to the side and almost dies to the Hydras. He's only going to be able to save like 2 Archons out of this maximum. He sure no, he chooses not to. Turns around, scoops up 2. Please scoop up 2. Nice. I know we're on the West Coast server, and this is not ideal, but bro, do not lose these Archons. Top left side of the map, Zealots warp in. You know what? That hurt Nice in a big way, but it was also a lot of Silky's army utilized. But oh my God, he's got spine crawlers at home. He's got units rallied out to this rich Vespini base. Nice isn't going to crack this. Nice is getting cracked. These Hydras catch 2 of the 3 remaining Oracles in play. I mean, there's been so many stasis wards and traps set up this game, which have been fantastic, but those are the only ones because the Oracles are all now dead. Zealots traded out very well with Zerglings, it appears, to the top side. Banelings rolling in. One-shot territory on probes. Remember, +2 weapons is big. Oh, God. Oh, God. Storm? 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 No! Oh, my God. He has to make Archons because otherwise he's just dead. Stasis wards end up acting kind of like force fields. This actually saves Nice ass in the biggest of ways. But still, things are not looking great despite a couple of clutch moments that we just witnessed. Silky moments ago had endless banelings, used them all, and still... Oh, no, wait, no. Okay. For a moment... Oh, another big stasis trap. I wish there was a stasis trap counter. Like, how many units were trapped over the course of this game? Because it's a lot. The answer is a lot. All he has to do is now sit here for the Zerglings, wait for them to come out, but he's going to give chase to the Hydras instead. My fear is that if he chases these Hydras, then the Lynx come from behind and sandwich him in. It's like a real not like this moment. Or they just continue to go in. Archon, super dead. These have adrenal glands. They're not to be messed with. Zealot attack to the left side. Big attack to the right side. I mean, this is Archons. Oh, catching the Broodlords before they're finished. This is big. So he cancels the first round of them. Catches Baneling Bombs. Catches the other Archons, or Broodlords. Zealot attack to the left side has been stopped. Reinforcements come in. We've had 68 Zealots. 69 cells. There you go. Die over the course of this game. But hatchery goes down on the natural. Recall gets initiated. Knight's gonna leave a lot behind. I don't know how to feel about this. Objectively, resources lost says this wasn't a bad fight. And what remains on the field also says this wasn't a bad fight. But I've just got a bad feeling about these Broodlords, guys. Like, we're just in a tech situation that seems to favor Silky. At least for now. I like the addition of the mothership. There's no Vipers yet to worry about, but I mean, it's really easy to make a Viper, right? So for the first little bit, that mothership's gonna be very useful. Ooh, what is this? This is the Maple Series tournament. You're watching the first best of 3 of the day. And this is a tournament put together by one of our viewers. Well, I helped him put it together. But without him, we wouldn't have this happening. So if you guys like kill mails, you can give him some love by entering the coupon code, because it is his name that is the coupon code. I really gonna just fucking really not shut up about this till we use them all up. We already did some stream racers, so we might do some more later. Now the unit's getting close. It's really clutch here. It's going to make it a lot easier to stop these Banelings from just getting free kills. Thank you, Gibby, for linking the match, Reno. Appreciate that. Yeah, I said it earlier. I'll say it again. Oh my God, Gibby donated $100 to the prize. Are you fucking kidding me? I do need to shut the fuck up. Gibby, thank you. I got nothing for that, man. Thanks. That's awesome. That's fucking sick. Prize pool is almost filled up in the first best of 3 of the tournament. Like, let that sink in, guys. I'll shut up for this. You know what? I don't even need to mention the match video at all for the rest of today. we'll leave it for tomorrow. Okay, fuck it. Zerglings, of course, over here can take control of the watchtower. Right side, Silky's still posturing. I like Silky's composition a lot better. The Broodlords and the Vipers are going to make this really troublesome. It doesn't feel like there's a right answer for the Broodlords again, nor was there in game 1 either. This man needs Tempest. Yes, I would concur. He needs economy, though, to get to that point. He knows it as well. Nice does not exactly have a bank, nor is he maxed out. Pushing across the field, though, here's where this mothership's going to be really interesting. When she gets abducted, okay, is it Time Warp? Yes, Time Warp. This was kind of the cool thing I was waiting for. Okay, it slows everything down inside of it, making the storms more likely to hit, but it also slows down the attack speed of everything inside of it too, which is, I think, a little confusing, because for the majority of the mothership's life, it did not do that. But the attack speed slow is massive, especially when all these units were clumped up. That just kills the DPS of Silky's army, but it is not worth, of course, the cost of the mothership itself to do that one time. I mean, if you think about it, what he basically did was trade a 400 mineral, 400 gas unit for a 300 mineral hatchery. That's not worth it. Oh, hello, pathfinding. Good to see all of the very important units have been exposed and away from the army. Oh God, I wish there was Banelings to punish this right now. There are 11 Broodlords. Oh, there's Infestors under this too. I didn't even realize. This is big. Infestors clogging up the Stalkers with fungal growth means Stalkers won't be able to blink around. Of course, there's the dynamic of feedback, and we can get into that whole spiel, but I think what he really needs... He's got Stalkers in here. What I was going to say I'd like to see would be High Templar. You can unload them and just feedback things. Because there's a lot of things in Silky's army that need feedback cast on them. There's the fungal growth. Catching the units inside the blinding cloud. They can't get out of there either. Storms of plenty, though. These Broodlords are being shredded to bits. I never thought Stalkers would do what they needed to do. They're not. Oh, no, they're not. They're targeting the Broodlings. They're not targeting the Broodlords. Oh, these Broodlords are like one shot from dead, and he wastes like 100 shots. I'm not sure what just happened with Nice, if he had a mental breakdown or what, but he should have won that fight, in my opinion. Instead, he loses the series. GG. Silky wins 2-0.